Alright. I thought I'd record and hopefully record without any music, even though it's going to be boring. Had a okay day today. Of course, it was raining, so I had to work out in the rain. Other than that, nothing really bad, really. I just figured I'd start recording an episode going home, just because some updates, you know. My wife was in a car accident. Somebody rear-ended her. Caused over $5,000 worth of damage to the car. We are suing the insurance and the person at fault because the insurance says, "Oh yeah, we'll pay you $5,000," even though the damage is clearly more than that. But they're going to hold out on the medical payments because my wife is bipolar, and according to them, she has a pre-existing condition. Well, we had to hire a lawyer so that they'll, you know, what's happening to her right now has no bearing on what pre-existing condition she had. She didn't have a concussion or ever complain about her back before. So, pre-existing condition, my ass. So who knows how long that's going to last. I really hope these lawyers don't drag it out, because that's obviously going to cost us. Although they only take a percentage, they don't take hourly or a commission of, you know, or salary or anything like that. So that's a good thing. But they're going to be taking 30% of whatever we do win. And I guess they throw in the lawyer fees and all that stuff into the mix of what we eventually will win. So really, if we were to be awarded $20,000, we're really awarded like 18 or something like that, 18,000 or 17,000 or something like that, whatever 30% is. So whatever comes of the ruling, that's what we got to pay to them. It's 30%. Now they have, I believe they said that we don't have to pay if they lose the case, but oh, my car went into neutral from third. I'm really having problems with this third gear. They said they fixed it, and then they had to adjust it. And I find it grinding still every once in a while. vehicle repaired, assuming that the insurance company doesn't just total it out, assuming that we get it fixed, my wife and I are just never going to drive it because it's unsafe to us. Because there's things that they don't realize that need to be changed out or looked at, even if the damage is not even remotely near the area that the thing needs to be changed. Such as, the whole entire back end of our vehicle is basically bashed in. Things that need to be replaced every time you get into a crash are seat belts. Doesn't matter whether they're still working or not. Every time you're in a crash, you need to replace the seat belts. Because there's a mechanism in there that prevents the seat belt, or like it tightens, automatically tightens up, or it prevents the seatbelt from going out further. All those things need to be replaced. Then you have to go and check and make sure the seats themselves have not pulled out from the body where it's bolted down. You got to make sure all the bolts and nuts and all that stuff are fine. You got to make sure the seat's not wobbling, and you got to make sure that the part of the body that it's actually attached to is not pulled up or bashed down. So there you go. Just right there are the front seats from a rear end collision. Then there's let's see what else. The engine. The crash has actually screwed up the tailpipe of our vehicle. You go around and look at any Explorer out there, the exhaust pipe goes straight out the back. Well, now it's curved to go out past just behind the tire. Well, in damage like that, the headers could be cracked or screwed up. If there's the Y pipe in this case, because there's only one exhaust, a Y pipe, the pipe that go from both sides of the engine down and collect into the collector, basically the Y pipe, that could be crushed or bent or something. The engine itself, because of that collision, could be cracked or whatever. So there's many different factors that aren't going to be looked at, that should be looked at. And when I get the quote, I'm gonna actually go out there to the dealership that I brought the vehicle to take a look myself and see what's, if they've really taken a look at all the stuff that needs to be taken a look at. And then, I'm going to take a look at the headers. I'm going to take a look at the Y pipe. I'm going to take, make sure that if they get the vehicle running, because some sensor or solenoid or something blew, because when you get into a rear end collision, it cuts off the fuel. After they get the vehicle actually running, I'm going to see, what's what there. And you know, so that's that. And then let's see what else could be affected. This guy's got its high beams on. This car next to me is and he couldn't keep up. Little Honda Civic. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, many different factors that I know are going to be overlooked. And that's how you park in a very tight parking spot. A lot of people, they'll stick their nose right into the parking spot right away. And then they'll be like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to get their car in straight when it's really that easy. You just put your car right behind the other car, like I did, and then you back up. When you back up, you're pretty much lined up to go straight in. And that's stuff that the DMV doesn't, or MVD. In California it's DMV, out here it's MVD in Arizona. They don't teach you in driver's ed. They don't teach you, they don't check on that type of stuff. I had to do all that stuff when I got my license back in 97, 98. Oh well.